All right. First video on the channel, or this one. I don't know. I went bonnet head today because low key my hair ain't it today. It really ain't. So this is what we got. anyways, anyways. So what we discussing today is my hopes for Metroid Prime 4, and I'm gonna make. I think after this video, I'm gonna make another one about Switch 2 because they come out soon with the presentations, and supposedly there's a Switch Direct coming out sometime this week. So I thought I might as well just make my predictions now because I've been meaning to do this, but I've been kind of pushing it off this and that. It's gonna make a whole different like video essay or some shit like that. Nah, I got some water. I got my pen. We're gonna start the conversation off with a pretty good hit. So if anyone at home like marijuana or got a cart or something similar, please join me with this little smoke sesh we'll have right here. And I'm just gonna take a big hit. I don't care. I need to get some new stuff though. Look at that. Now you can't see it, but it's there. I like the I like to smoke like that because it feels like I'm doing a bong. I don't got any like actual, what I would like normally. I don't got any bud with me right now. Oh, my mustache looking. I look alright. Yeah, I gotta keep letting it grow out until. Anyways. So it's been 7 years. It's been 7 years since they announced that shit. Mine, I'm an 18-year-old man. I'm about to turn 19 actually. Like the presentation for Switch 2 is the day before my birthday. Like I am right there. I've been waiting for this game for my entire goddamn life. I'm telling y'all. Here, I'm telling y'all right now, if this game comes out and I don't get to play it, I'm gonna die. Like, I don't care whether the direct that's supposedly happening this week shows Metroid Prime 4. I don't care if it shows it in the Switch 2. Okay, look, my personal hopes is that when the game comes out, it's a first launch title for Switch 2. I want it to succeed, man. I've been a little kid waiting for this game. You know how devastated I was when I figured out that they fucking reset the entire fucking development in 2019. That shit broke my heart. I was like, what was I? 11 years old. I was 11 years old when they announced the game. I was so excited because I love corruption. I love the first one. At the time I only watched YouTube videos of it, but I was a little bit more of a fan of the Metroid Prime series and the normal Metroid series. Nowadays, I love them both. I love them both. I wish there's a little bit more Metroid Prime, which I think is what's happening here. But let's go on some things that I'm hoping by this game. One. This game better be the biggest fucking game of my life. I better be playing this game and I go, damn, I'm never playing a game like this again. Okay, this gotta be Elden Ring levels of excitement. This gotta be fucking Super Metroid levels of perfection in its game. Okay, I want. I'm not asking for a crazy ass story or anything like that. Nothing like that. Okay, but I'm just saying this better be an insane fucking game. Like people better be playing this game being like, man, what the fuck? This is fucking crazy. Okay? Like, I don't want this to be any other ordinary game, okay? Metroid Dread. Look, I'm not talking bad about the game at all. I love Metroid Dread. It is exactly what I wanted it to be. Like the next iteration of 2D Metroid before Dread was exactly what Dread is now. I loved it. Perfection. I need more. Metroid Prime 4 better be way more. But if it's not, it's fine. I don't care. It can be as good as Metroid Dread, and I would be content. Okay, I objectively, it could be. Let's hope it's as good as Super Metroid. I find Dread to be better than Super Metroid. Okay, and I grew up on Super Metroid. Okay, so that says a lot. Like first game I ever played. Let me explain my significance with this game franchise. The first game I ever played in my life was a Super Nintendo. First console. Let me explain that. Was a Super Nintendo, and it was Super Metroid. Super Metroid was my shit, and it to this day it's still my shit. Like I recently played it, I was able to beat it within like two some hours. It was below 3 hours. Like I got the special ending, but you know, super, such an amazing game. I love that game so much. And Metroid Dread, that game. Every time I feel like I need to play a Metroid game, I play Metroid Dread, because I love Fusion. Fusion's an amazing game, but it's more story than Metroid. And Zero Mission. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I know a lot of people love Zero Mission. Zero Mission to me is kind of the weakest out of the whole series, and it's not that I hated it. I loved it. Like I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, like it was a good game, but I don't see myself coming back to it just to play it as much as I do with like Super Metroid. Super Metroid, I love playing that game because the world feels so fucking real. Okay, that's kind of a mark that Metroid Dread did hit, but it didn't hit as hard as Super Metroid did for me personally. I think it was just the small details, and Metroid Dread had a bunch of small details. It's all above for me. Okay, we're going way past what I'm actually talking about. I'm just showing my love for Metroid. I'm a big fan of Metroid. Okay, my point. Okay, but we're talking about Metroid Prime. A little bit of a different thing. I first Metroid Prime game I ever played was Metroid Prime Corruption. I didn't play Prime 1, I didn't play Prime 2. I only saw videos about them. And actually, at the time I played the game, I was like 8 years old or some shit like that. I got a Nintendo Wii, went to Facets, and then I saw Metroid 3 Corruption on like the shelf. And like I didn't know what the hell Metroid Prime was, but I remember it from Super Nintendo. I was like, oh my god. And like dude, I was tweaking. I was shaking and everything. And like, my dad, my pops, he turned around, he looked at me, he was like, "What's wrong with you, bro?" I was like, "It's Metroid Dread. It's Metroid Dread." Or I think it was my grandpa. It was my grandpa. It was my grandpa, my paps, if you will. But that shit was crazy. And I got the game, and I love that game so bad. I I was not very good at the game, but I love that game so much. I played it so fucking much. It was like Super Metroid, Metroid 3 Corruption, fucking two of my favorite games of all time. I tell you that. At least at the time when I was 8 years old. I didn't have a super big catalog. Now I have a pretty big catalog of games I've played, but those games, they still resonate with me deeply. Like hopefully that supposed direct that's happening sometime later. I hope that ends up showing either like one remaster or two remasters of the other Metroid Prime games, because the remaster for Metroid Prime was fucking gorgeous. And let's talk about Metroid Prime, because Metroid Prime was the second Metroid Prime game I played. I had an original GameCube. I actually have a copy. Unfortunately, it was European, but somehow worked on my console anyways. I don't know how. It just did. It's like the weird other case where I had a Japanese version of Super Mario 64 DS, because it was cheaper than every other game on there. So I was like, hell yeah, you know what? I'll get this game. And it's all in Japanese, but it worked fine for my DS Lite for whatever reason. And then like I remember trying to sell it at GameStop, which I ended up not doing that because they're like, "Oh, you can't. It's region like won't work." And I'm like, "I have my 3DS. It's working here." And they're like, "Oh, I don't know. Huh?" They ended up not taking it though. So I mean, whatever. It's okay. Ended up playing the game more. I love the game. Oof. Oh, pop your back. That felt great. Mm. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Anyways, back to this. I'm being weird. I'm being so myself right now. Honestly, if anybody sees this, I hope you're having a good day. Cause I am. I'm chilling right now. All right. Second thing I hope for Metro Prime 4 is that it gives so much more lore. I want to know who the fuck Silex is. Okay, all we know about Silex, this motherfucker, you know the only time this motherfucker's ever shown up any other time in the series was a Metro Prime not Federation Force. Well, he did show up there. We'll get right back to that though. Twice, it was 3 times. He showed up 3 different times. It was first in the DS game. It was Prime Hunters. Those Prime Hunters. We know a little bit about him. All we pretty much know is he's a Federation force, and since Samus is on there, he kind of just hates her too because of that, like by proxy, if you will. And man, we don't know anything about him. I wanted to learn about Silex. If I had to specifically say what I want, we need to learn more about Silex because he is interesting, and I don't even know if it's he. That we think it's he. It could be it. It could be a she. Whatever. Well, we don't know. We don't know. Whatever the hell Retro Studios has been cooking up for us, we got fucking no about it. Like wir können null Informationen über dem Spiel, ja. Shit's crazy, but no, but we need to learn more about Silex because if we learn more about Silex, I learn a little bit more about the lore. I don't know. I love the lore of Metroid series. It's so fascinating. It's just such a fascinating thing, and it's not that it's like the most best written shit ever, you know. Like it's just really cool. It's really cool. Like my coworker, he's like 10 years older than me. He likes video games, but he's more like a lore type of guy. Like he likes to learn more about lore. He asked me about Metroid one time because I talked about it with my coworkers. I talk with my coworkers. If you can't tell, I like talking sometimes. But trying to get back on track. Hold on, real quick. I just love the Metroid games. Just so good. But Metro Prime 4, I'm telling you, if this game doesn't end up being my favorite game in the entire series, I will be disappointed. I will be disappointed. I'm hoping Retro Studios is cooking something good because I'm worried. I'm worried, bro. I'm worried. Like, I don't know, bro. This shit better be good though. Like if this doesn't come out as fucking fire, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be crying. But I need to upload the video of me fucking sobbing at Metro Prime 4 being revealed again. Because one time when the right came out, showing off like the trailer for Metro Prime 4, I remember seeing that, and I remember just seeing the text. Like it was literally like, I was like. Wait, hold on. Is this what I think it is? And I think it was thinking it was like Star Fox or something. It was either I was thinking more Star Fox because, honest to God, I thought we was just not gonna hear anything about Metro Prime 4. Period. I had kind of lost hope. But like at that point, I was like, you know what? Like I can even bring up receipts of me telling that to my friend or texting and being like, hey. I'm just not gonna expect the game ever again. I will never expect the game when it shows. It shows. Right now, Metro Prime 4 is out of my mind. To me, it doesn't even exist. And then literally, like, a couple of weeks later, saw that shit. That was crazy. I was so happy to see that shit. I was sobbing, too, dude. And that was, like, the day I was going over to Germany, too. It was crazy. That was a crazy day. I was being able to go to the Germany, and then Metro Prime 4 is being real. And I was, like, thinking in my head, it's like, damn, this shit's fucking fire. It's still like I love watching that trailer. I know so many people. This is a weird fucking criticism I hear a lot of people talk about with this game. But hold on, one second. It's been a long time coming. I heard that weird. I don't know. Hold on. It's a little side tangent. You know, Kanye's crazy, but I think I'm crazy too because you know I can't stop listening to him. It's a weird relationship me and him have, but you know he released this weird a Bully album, and it was such a weird thing. And that was a little tune I was singing. It was like it was a long time coming. Had a really 80s feel. Other songs were crazy. I don't know. I hope he releases that on streaming services. Like I know he's not a good person, but I can't. Like it's so hard not listening to his music. It really is. I'm sorry. It's like you can't stop me from singing Flashing Lights. You can't stop me from thinking fucking Gold Digger. You can't even. That sounded weird. I didn't. Anyways. Man, I hate the lighting here. Hold on. Ooh. There we go. Perfect lighting. How we thinking now? You saw my dirty ass room. Anyways. God. Man. Apologies to anybody who's watching this. It's probably a weird fucking experience. Anyways. We was talking about Metroid Prime 4. Let's talk about Metroid Prime 4. Because that is the only thing that's been on my mind for the past 8 years, really. I've waited so long. I've waited so long for the game. To me, it really is like a crazy thing to think about because for so long, I just kind of went with the game's not going to come out. It's not that I'm like not hopeful or nothing. It's not that I don't want it to come out. You kidding me? Of course I want it to come out. But for so long, I've had so many low moments in my life. Like, you know, I look okay. I had some might have a mental illness, might just be teenager who goes through shit. Whatever the hell. I've had some really rough times in my life to where I felt suicidal or I felt like I can't live no more, something like that. You know, I'm sure at least someone out there understands how I'm feeling, but you know, a lot of the time that stopped me from doing this stuff was uh you know, I want to live until Metro Prime 4 comes out. I want to at least experience that before I kill myself. Unfortunately, I did not work one time. I think it was one of the first times I actually tried attempting. TMI. Trigger warning. Trigger warning to everybody who just heard that. Apologies of that. Or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm just trying to be me right now. Okay? I don't feel like having to put spoilers in what I'm talking about. Anyways. You know, I don't like saying the I don't know. Every time someone says trigger warning, I get kind of like icky about it. I'm like, okay, you didn't have to say that. That was weird. I understand the point of it. I know it's to make sure someone doesn't get triggered or anything like that. But not to sound like not to sound like one of them dudes, but like I don't know. I think it sounds kind of silly when you say it. I could understand though. Apologies to everybody who was just hearing me talk about past times. My fault. My fault. Anyways. Sorry, I'm not laughing about that. I'm just trying to bring on a good vibe. I'm high right now. Anyways. Hopefully anybody else watching right now is being cool though. This is supposed to be like a conversation. You could pause me whenever you want. You pause me, bring in your own thing. I'm not responding, unfortunately, you know. But
Alex,
what's up?
oh Alex,
What?
I just wanted to make sure I could yell at you.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
All right. What's your name? What's your name? You don't want to tell me.
Silent Bob!
Well, fuck you, Silent Bob! Oh my god. Oh my god. So someone's gonna get what we're yelling about. That was my dad. I'm 18 and I still love my dad. I know. I'm quite shameful of myself. anyways, anyways. My point was Metroid Prime 4 has been in my life for so long. And it's not been in my life for the majority of my life, okay? I'm not gonna say that, but to an extent, kinda. Kinda. It's a pretty good majority. Not the majority, but it is a pretty good majority. Oh, my life where I was like, you know what, I need to keep going because that one game, Metroid Prime 4, I need to be there. I have to experience that. And you know what? I still feel like that. Of course, I have more reasons to live now. I have more reason to live now. I'm not selfish like that. Occasionally, I do get kind of selfish, get sad and something like that. I don't really do nothing about it except think, man, I got this, I got that, I got this. But one that always pops up is Metroid Prime 4. I don't know. I think it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really weird when a game actually comes out and it's there and you can actually play it now. And I know other people say, "Oh, that's not nearly as bad as this," or blank of this and that, or even like people in their own community of Metroid of like saying, "Oh, we had some people waiting for Metroid Dread for 20 something years and like 19 years." And like, yeah, okay, fair enough. I get it. I get it. Except like Nintendo like said like this is what I was told, and I was shown this. Okay, I don't know whether this fake or not, but I was told that they said like multiple times it wasn't gonna happen. And I know they had the weird like Metroid Prime 3 corruption shit going on there, but like you know, you know. So I don't know why I'm rolling the Play-Doh right now. Ugh. Yeah, I look weird doing that. I'm a weird looking guy. I hope y'all know that. I'm pretty sure y'all look at me and being like, man, he's kind of weird looking, but he kind of cute though. No, no, I'm in my bonnet for right now, for God's sake. Look at that hairline, bro. Terrible. Terrible. I'm going to be like Kai Snot, please. No. Oh, no, that's still pretty bad. I was trying to think of KSI, but they start with a K, okay? I thought the same thing. They're both pretty bald, too. I'm mean right now. Anyways, anyways, just Metro Prime 4, it's gonna be a really big point of my life. And that's the whole point of this video. It's just for me to talk about it. It's just for me to talk about it. I'm just so excited. And honestly, I think I forgot to talk about a topic way earlier ago. My bad. Terrible side profile. Like, really, you walk around like that? Eh, eh, mm. Anyways, Metro Prime 4 is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fucking dope. I know it's gonna be. I trust in Retro Studios, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, they didn't show anything new, or it's gonna be just like Metroid Prime," because the initial trailer showed nothing. I'm like, "Eh, it was an initial trailer, man. I mean, like think about it, okay? I'm just saying, you know."